let's say you came across this kind of equation. Let's take a look at what we have on the whiteboard. Which of the following compound is a secondary alkanol? Or you can as well call it secondary alcohol. So based on the question, A, we have this, B, we have this, C, we have this, and D, we have this. So the first thing you need to know is that you need to be able to identify the primary alcohol, the secondary alcohol, and the tertiary alcohol. In that case, we said the illustration to identify a primary alcohol is this. That is your R, C, H, O, H. The R here represents alkyl group. When I said alkyl group, it is not only methyl that is example of alkyl group. We have ethyl, we have propyl, we have butyl as example of alkyl group. But if you have something like this, whereby it is shown like this, is a good example of a primary alcohol. Let's take a look at another illustration of a secondary alcohol. We have R, H, we have OH here, and our R is here. This is R prime. So this which shows that we have R, we have one hydrogen atom here, we have OH here, we also have what? R prime. So guys, with what you have on the board, it shows that this can be either CH3, CH2, we have hydrogen here, OH, and we have CH3 here. You can see this represents this R, while this represents this R, and in between we have OH and H. Is that clear now? So guys, let's take a look at the last one, which is a tertiary alcohol. In case you came across it in the exam, that you should identify the three classification of alcohol. You should be able to tell which one is the primary, secondary, or tertiary. So guys, come closer. We have this OH, we have R. If you observe from the primary, secondary down to tertiary, it is surrounded with alkyl group and the functional group OH. Now, how can we show this now? If I have CH3, I have OH, I have CH3, I have CH3. So this represents this R here. This represents R prime, and this one what represents R prime. This is a good example of a tertiary alcohol. For this, I can say that I have CH3, CH2, CH2OH. This is a good example of a primary alcohol. With that illustration, let's go back to what we have for the four options. Option A, let's take a look. We have CH3, CH2, CH, CH3. Go back to this. This represents this because we have this to be R. We have this to be R. So option A is a good example of a primary alcohol because of what we have here. The arrow picture this. The second arrow picture this. And in between we have CHOH. So option A is the correct answer, which picture the secondary alcohol, option A. Now, option B is a good example of a primary alcohol, the illustration here. Option D is a good example of a tertiary alcohol, while option C is a good example of alkoxy group. So guys, if you are just coming across this video, I should have said this earlier, if you are just coming across this video, go to my YouTube catalog, watch the full video of alcohol, the properties of alcohol, and the identification as well as the classification of alcohol. You will see the full video on my YouTube video catalog. So guys, if you have any question, do well to drop it in the comment box. Share this video, like and repost. Thank you.